Trev is in the building. What's up, bro?
What's good, man?
I'm good. Jakababa.
Yes.
Just so that you can make Kenyans feel poor.
Yes.
How old is he? He's 23 years old.
24.
He's 24 years old.
Yes.
And he's only playing, aside from the Champions League, let's assume he's just playing those French teams, those you said Etienne.
Lille. Nantes.
No, those ones. Now, CNN breaking news. Now, first of all, how you doing, Trevor?
I'm easy, man.
No, you see, sometimes you say things that really upset me. And I don't care who you is.
Yes.
I don't care how much color you have.
Yes.
He's talking about Kylian Mbappe. PSG.
Yes.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Yes.
Because they realize his value. And, guys were like, you know what? This guy is off to, it's packing his bags.
Yes.
And he's off to Rahul.
Yes.
Off to Spain.
Santiago Bernabeu.
A.K.A. Madrid, the capital city.
Yes.
A.K.A. Real Madrid.
Yes.
But now, the Arabs have just got upset.
Yes.
And they've said they're going to throw money at the problem. And not only money, they threw even the kitchen sink.
Everything.
In fact, they threw the Central Bank of Kenya.
Yes.
So, per week,
yes.
How much?
So, this is from PSG. They're offering him 1 million euros. Not dollars, not Kenya shillings, euros.
Now, so let's put it this way. I'm gonna euro, dollar, name it. So about 110 million Kenya shillings.
Yes.
A week. So what you're saying is literally in 1 month, that's 500 million Kenya shillings.
Yes.
And then there's a signing on bonus just for him to put pen to paper.
Yes.
Which is how much?
It is 100 million.
Euros.
Yes.
So that's 1 billion. So let's talk about 16 billion Kenya shillings.
Kwa kijana mdogo.
For a 24-year-old black man who'll still be shot and arrested in Stato.
Or in the favelas. Or in the favelas in Brazil.
No, son, say it so. No. You see, Trevor.
Yes.
That's why even you should be a Formula 1 driver. I mean, what the hell? What is this nonsense?
This is staggering. And you know
why are we here, Trevor?
No.
Tell me why I shouldn't leave this studio right now just to go and protest with that trolley outside. I mean, just tell me why.
Haki yetu.
No. What is it?
No.
You're not calming me down, Trevor.
Most people.
You're not calming me down, Trevor.
Have a special skill like yourself. You're the man with the voice.
You see, when you said special skill, I looked down so.
Special skill. You're the most sought after broadcaster at the moment.
Trevor.
So Quatch.
Oh, Trevor.
If management is listening.
Yes.
Yeah.
And by the way, Baba, I'm going to give you a signing on bonus. Now listen, Trev, because clearly you're going to be talking about motogaris. Then we're going to be talking about a bit of sport as well.
Yes.
But speak of sport, you know golf?
Yes.
We ask you this. I ask Trevor this all the time. You know Tagau? You play golf?
Yes.
So listen, Trev, and if you're online, you can see how Trev is dressed. He's always dressed to the nines. And he's got a convoy of persons because HR is listening, who usually accompany the same set of distinguished gentlemen. So Trev, because you're a sophisticated lad.
Yes.
Yeah, the magical Kenya Open is on, bruv. Muthui.
Yes.
Finally, yesterday I was saying country club. There's some natives who know that there's a difference between the golf club and the country club.
Yes.
They're like, it's not the pink, it's the other one. I said, okay, calm down. So listen, Trev.
Yeah.
Because you know what? It starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
A lot of the world's best golfers are going to be there.
Yes.
Okay. And you know how it is, brought to you by ABSA, right?
Yeah.
Bruv, it's not only what happens on the course, right?
Yes.
There's great food.
Of course.
There's great sound, great music.
Yes.
All right. Drinks obviously there. And then, socializing, Trev. Networking, my brother. You understand what I'm saying?
I get what you mean.
No,
man.
I did say twerking, Trev.
Networking.
Oh, you said twerking?
No, networking.
Yeah, hold on. Listen, bruv. You go there and you twerk, Trevor.
No. Networking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Networking.
Okay, there. And then you mingle. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Flora, fauna, Trevor. So listen, and then because you're always dressed for the occasion.
Yes.
You see, so if you can see Trevor, this is how you should dress for the Magical Kenya Open this weekend. Okay, now you're like, okay, Kwach, get on with it. Sawa, you can book your tickets, Trev. Get your phone out. Tikiti.com.
It's out.
Yeah. But Trev, you know, Trev sometimes, you know, in spite of the fact that, you know, he's sophisticated, intelligent, modern Kenyan man, he can be a bit cheap at times. So, you know, because he's getting a free ticket. But if you want to book your tickets now, it's tikiti.com. Are you on there, Trev?
Tikiti.com.
Yes, how do you spell Tikiti, Trev?
Tikiti.
You see us looking for confirmation.
It could be Tikiti with a double E like a tweet.
Now, all Trevor and I want to know, by the way, and I want to get this one done with. Now, this Magical Kenya Open brought to you by APSA. The guy who is there, the last pair, okay, on Sunday, as they approach the 18th, ideally we'd assume that they would be the winner, but not necessarily indeed the case, right, bruv?
Yes.
How much is the prize money for the winner on Sunday at the 18th? SpiceFM, the hashtag is hashtag APSA Magical Kenya Open. Trevor,
yes.
I've got a pair of tickets here. So it's those ones where you can go and schmooze, by the way. Yeah? And you probably might just run into Trevor and then ask him, why should you warm up the motogaris? Trevor.
Yes.
How much is the color? I'm throwing you in
you're throwing me the deep end.
Okay.
But it's a lot of color, though. It's a lot of color.
It's a lot, eh?
It's a lot. It's worth your answer.
So would you think, now, you think it would be 20 million shillings or $2 million? Trev?
I go with the 20 million. 20 million.
20 million Kenyan money, eh?
Yes.
It's Trevor, right? I got tickets with your name on it. If you purchase your copy of the Standard on this Wednesday, the Wednesday edition, and you go straight through to page 30, it's called the Motor Digest. And indeed, it is CBBT. It's all about cars with Big Boy Trev. And, you know, get your copy of the Gazettes. What were you talking about today, by the way, Trev?
Yes, so the launch of the Nissan Terra, which happened last week. Unfortunately, it did not show up, but it's fine. I figure work fast.
Thank you, brother.
Work fast.
What time did you leave, bro?
No, I left at about 7 o'clock.
Oh, so
it was raining, actually. It was threatening to rain, if you remember.
Okay, so
last week.
So what you're saying is that I should have pretended to get a flu.
Yeah, something like that, obviously. And then also on the paper, we also talked about the reason why it is important for you to warm your vehicle in the morning.
All right.
It's an old school technique, but goes a long way into protecting the life of your vehicle.
All right. So we're going to get into that. So clearly, that is the hard copy. And if you want to do it on the Mutandaos,
so you go to www.standardmedia.co.ke/e-paper.
Sharp.
It's there until 12 p.m. or a.m. So you can get it if you miss it at the supermarket.
And indeed, it's my bad. Obviously, you know, Trevor is usually here from 4 in the 30, but he's consistent. You could set a clock to him, by the way. Even Big Ben. So he's here in the studio, obviously in Spice Drive with me every Wednesday day consistently.
Yes.
And then Sunday, new times, by the way. If you've been wondering, I mean, from the other Sunday, you're like, Allah, you were there on KTN home at 6:30 and Trevor was already there. You're like, is it my watch that is wrong, Apana? Because they changed the timings, Trev.
Yes.
From 6 in the p.m.
Yes.
So now you're dedicated 1 hour.
1 hour, 6 p.m. Get the best of local motoring. And CBBT is back. Season 9 is bigger, better. And of course, giving you all the stuff that you've been yearning for. You know, from SUVs, pickups to electric vehicles.
I like that.
That's the sport, man.
All right, brother. So let's fast rewind.
Yes.
Let's go back. So last week, Trevor invited me out there to the Nairobi Club because, and you know what, he has, remember the beginning of the year, he said things to the vehicles to look forward to, all right?
Yes.
That are coming soon, all right, and are going to be launched in 2022. And he was very, very energetic and boisterous about this one because Nissan, they're not resting on their laurels. And by the way, they're on fire, man.
Yeah, there's some rejuvenation of the brand happening.
That's the word, rejuvenation.
Yes.
All right, so what did they come up with last week, bro?
So last week, they've just introduced their first mid-size SUV after a very long time. It's called the Terra. So Terra, when it
sounds like a beast.
Yeah, it is a beast. And it's placed in a category where it fights with the likes of the Toyota Hilux, Ford Everest, and also the Isuzu MUX.
So are we talking about a souped-up pickup, bro?
Not really, because there's a tendency of having the same platform with the pickup.
Sharp.
But what they've done and they've realized with this new generation of SUVs is that it's called the bouncing effect at the back. At higher speed it bounces off.
Yes.
So they've tried to steer away from the pickup chassis.
Sharp.
And make it more inclined towards an SUV feel.
Sharp.
All right. So independent suspension at the rear, wishbone at the front, and of course even the capacity to carry and absorb road imperfections is very, very good.
Now, as you know, Trev is indeed the guru, and I saw this by the Juicy bro, and I said, you know what? Instead of, because obviously you and I have got that we've got a relationship outside of the studio.
Yes.
And I was like, no, I'm going to wait for this because I'm going to ask you. You call them great imports.
Yes.
And, you preach that, if one can, and you could get your finances in check.
Yes. Financing
also as well, Trev.
Yes.
Ideally, you buy brand new.
Yes.
Not these great imports. Because I saw that even, not to disparage, that one, these small ones that they use for cabs is called what?
To do hatchbacks.
You see, even he calls them the to something. When you say to something, that's something that's just to. Yeah. So you need to put it
means of mobility. Means of mobility.
Up by 52% for grey imports, bruv.
Yes.
So here, of course, the listener just wants to know, bruv, how much is the Nissan Terra?
So the basic variant for the vehicle is 7.4 or call it standard. I won't say basic, standard. So it's got the standard equipment, so your typical leather seats, upholstery, navigation, that kind of thing. But if you go for the high end deluxe, as you used to call it,
yes,
you go all the way to about 8.4. So that you get the full spec. There's an option of a sunroof, power tailgate. You'd have also.
Trevor, does it have vibrating seats?
No, it doesn't have vibrating seats. Or seat massage for that matter, but it's got heated seats. Heated. So when it gets cold and you're in Limuru, crank it up, you feel like a heat.
I was just about to ask you where in the tropics would that work, but then you answered that question.
Limuru.
Indeed.
And Nyandarua.
Bus. So between 7.4 and 8.5, Mike, you said, bro?
Yes.
Okay, and financing for it?
Available up to 100%. There are quite a number of partners that have partnered with Nissan Kenya. So you're able to finance the vehicle throughout. And of course, they also throw in 3-year or 50,000 kilometer service plan.
Okay.
Not even warranty, service plan. So when you buy the Muthui for those 3 years, they are catering for your service.
What?
Yes.
So where does one find Nissan in Nairobi, bro?
So it's at the junction of Bunyala and Uhuru Highway, right next to the big mega
Hold on. Do you see how Trevor just Yanni did said that name with an accent? It's a junction of where, Baba?
Bunyala and Uhuru Highway.
Say it like an African.
Bunyala.
But
Bunyala with a B caps. B caps. Yes. And Uhuru Highway.
I love this man. Yes.
And Uhuru Highway. So if you're just, there's a bit of construction happening there.
Yeah.
When you're just, gazing and waiting for the cop to say, let's go.
Enter inside.
You'll see a very big Nissan sign there, and then you're able to see that.
All right.
Yes.
And then, so brother, it's March, man. And time flies when one has fun, because it was here in December.
Yeah.
But already here, as we streak towards the end of the month,
yes,
they are back.
Man, Formula One.
The motor show.
In fact, last week we were treated to what we can expect for the whole season in the next
Apana, Trev.
Yes.
I'm talking about the motor show that is coming up at the end of the month.
Sorry. I got carried away with
that. By the way.
I'm an F1 fan. But because you just mentioned it, so Digger Motors have it's called the Digger Motor Show. It's happening at the 25th and 26th of March 2022. That's the end of the month at Two Rivers Mall.
Right.
So we expect to have quite a number of people who are coming through, from dealers, people who sell, merchandise, oils, lubes, insurance firms, asset financing. Big Boy Trevor will be there. Quattro will be there.
Sorry, Trev. They sell oils and what?
Lubes.
The hell is that?
Lubrication.
Thank you. Please say that.
So okay, grease. The general term is called lubes. General term, please mind off the gut. Okay. Mind off the gut.
All right. So listen.
Yes.
So from when to when?
So 25th to 26th of March, which is end month.
Right.
And we'll be at Two Rivers.
Safi. Now I know a guy. All right. They want to get involved. They want to be inside. How does one get on board, bro?
So please get in touch with Collins Nalimai. So his email address would be Collins or cnalimai at standardmedia.co.ke.
Do you want to spell his name, bruv?
So
the C, Lamenya,
C,
not the college.
Then Nalimai, N-A-L-A-M-A-E.
So the one more
Let
time,
me
bruv.
just say one more time. So
Yeah,
C-N-A-L-I-M-A-E at standardmedia.co.ke. So just check our social pages. We've got the email there, and you'll be able to get in touch. Or alternatively, just go to our DMs, and somebody from either Digger Motors or Digger Classifieds will get in touch with you and show you the plan on how to participate in this event.
Okay. Now, Jakababa,
Yes.
for you are my brother from another mother.
Yes.
I was brawling with that Jabel because she said, you know what? This is, I know you're old school, my love, but this car, because it was a diesel,
Yes.
or rather it is a diesel, does not need warming up.
Yes.
Okay? And this is not Europe. Okay?
Yes.
There's no ice outside as far as she's concerned.
Yeah.
In fact, right now it might be like 28 degrees.
Yes.
I want you to please,
Yes.
all right, without making me appear kidogo sexist, Jatelo, tell Kenyans, or even if you're Tanzanian, shikamo, why it is important to warm up the motogaris
Yes.
before we hit the road, Jack.
So this practice started many years ago, and typically it was because like 30-40 years ago, the materials used, the alloys used in making the engine blocks were pretty much cast steel. The new alloys were still expensive to make, so the aluminums weren't there before. So for the engine to catch heat, because it's called a normal operating temperature for the engine,
Which is what, bruv?
So most Germans would be either between 90 and 120 degrees. So give it about 100 or 105 degrees centigrade, not Fahrenheit, centigrade. Okay, that's normal operating temperature in the tropics.
Yes.
So most motogaris
Yes.
operate around that range.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So for the vehicle to come up to speed to that normal operating temperature, it means that at that point where the temperature is at optimal,
Sharp.
the fuel efficiency
Yes.
point.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Number two, because the engine has moving parts, you need time for the oils to move to the different galleries, the different channels within the engine, so that one, they can create the lubrication effect. All right, because unajua chuma kwa chuma
ni without lube.
Yeah, without lube.
Ni friction.
Ni friction. Na friction unajua mambo yake, si ndio? So ukitaka gari endelee vizuri, lazima ungoje kidogo ipate temperature, it comes up so that you're able to have that efficiency that you so require. All right? So the older vehicles, again, recap, the metals that are used to build the engine were cast iron.
I'm just happy to be here. Yes.
It takes time to absorb heat.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So the practice was then that before you take off, you just don't do 1 minute, man. You start the motor, and the first thing you notice is you need like about 2 to 3 minutes so that the vehicle can come up to temperature. Then you drive off. However, right now things have changed because of the new alloys. The engine comes up to speed quite fast, so you're able to do your 1 minute. So you just crank, and like you need like 20 to 25 seconds, and you're good to go. You get. So the new cars, because of the new alloys and the new engine construction, you find that there's so much precise engineering when it comes to creating the galleries where the oils will pass. So there's no chuma kwa chuma.
I'm sorry. I don't know if it's just me, like the connotation in Trevor's story today. It's just too much. So listen.
Yes.
So what happens if you don't warm up the engine?
if you don't warm up the engine in very plain language, wear and tear. Wear and tear.
It's a chapa.
Chuma kwa chuma. Friction causes losses. Because no machine is 100%, it will start wearing and tearing. Let me give you an example.
No, please don't.
A rubber. A rubber. You know, like a rubber.
Yeah.
Ile ya kurub pencil. Si ingine rubber.
You mean eraser?
Yeah, eraser.
If you have eraser.
You
know, because you're telling me.
Pelican. Confirm, Pelican. An eraser works in the principle where when you try and rub off the graphite from the paper, it sort of removes the
karatasi
karatasi as well.
Yes.
because that's why it rubs, because it is able to clear that surface.
By the way, what is the blue bit for? Did it, you when you
It was for ink, but apparently it used to tear my book all the time. and we used to write with hero and what was that other one from China? It was called Youth Fountain. Yeah. So that's, for me, that is so important. Number one,
yes.
If you don't do it, wear and tear. Number two,
what if you don't put the rubber?
If you don't warm the engine. Right? Rubber, that's like, I know to explain.
No, just
yes,
aside.
Number two, wear and tear. Number three, high temperatures mean high fuel consumption, because the engine will struggle to, secrete or release fuel into the combustion chamber. That one, it will, you see. So once the temperatures are not at optimal, you end up having high fuel consumption. All right. And eventually such friction and taking the car can lead to low speed pre-ignition.
Yes, I know. Now, I'm just happy to be here. So, Trev.
Yes.
Now, confirm. These are the 6 things to do, because there are a lot of accidents now.
Yes.
6 things to do, Yani, when you get into an accident.
Yes.
So, confirm, because we've seen a lot of accidents, Prof.
Yes.
So, you got to check yourself.
Yeah.
First, and then passengers for any injuries, right?
Yeah,
confirm.
In fact, they normally say check surround for safety.
Bus.
So around you,
Bus.
if you've been involved in an accident,
Sharp.
and you feel,
yes.
sometimes you may not feel the injury because
yes.
of the impact and adrenaline. Just confirm first that you're fine. Then try and get yourself out of the
motor. Okay.
In case it is impossible to call out, just shout for help. Because many times people will come closer to you. Shout for help.
Yeah.
And just try and observe your surroundings.
I like that. Move faster. Number 2, confirm, Trev, because we got now 50 seconds.
Yes.
You've got to remain at the scene of the accident. True?
Yes, so that the police can come and do the report. But logic dictates that if you're injured, you have to be rushed to hospital.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now, exchange information and document the accident. Can you literally do that, bro?
Yes, you can. That's a typical
document
way. So what normally happens is these days you take a photo of the scene of the accident for the report, take the number plate and insurance of the vehicle.
I like that.
Yes.
Then move your car from the scene before you call your husband.
No, you cannot move the car until you've taken the photographs or the police are there to record the scene.
Sharp.
Yes.
Now, coming around the corner, if you just, if you've been with us for just kidogo, this is in relation to also what's happening on Kwach's court, Trev, right?
Yes.
Because this individual says, "Hi, Kwach. I got into a car accident yesterday for the first time, and it's because I was checking my phone for directions." Okay. Had I known the directions offered, I probably would have avoided it. But being the Christian that I am, when the police arrived at the scene, I admitted liability. And the same way was reflected onto the incident report, bro.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Little did I know that the number 1 insurance rule, Trev.
Never admit liability.
Say it with me.
Never admit liability.
Should I have compromised my morals as a Christian? It's Ash Wednesday, bruv. What should I have done instead?
When it comes to an accident and Christianity, they are two totally different things.
Check.
Altogether.
Checkmate.
Insurance is a business.
Yes, I like that.
And the moment you admit liability,
yes,
basically you're saying, I am at fault.
Right.
So penalize me.
Yes.
You tend to lose.
Yes.
All right? And the reason why you insure your vehicle is to avoid such, because you let the assessors decide.
Yes.
Not you to decide.
Yes.
Because maybe you are not at fault.
Yes.
Let's assume you assumed that I was on the phone, so I had an accident.
Right.
Maybe the guy behind you also just sort of braked late or braked early, and you got into that. So you know what I mean?
I like that. And you've heard that from the guru himself. That, of course, is Trevor. Remember, you can catch him on the Wednesday edition of the Standard.
Correct.
Okay. And obviously, I want you to go straight to page 30, where Trev, this week, he starts off with the unveiling of the Nissan Terra and the online edition. And then, obviously, what we're discussing right now, Trevor will tell us why you should warm up your car engine. And, of course, the devil is in the detail, Trevor, and you've basically broken it down. So indeed it is no matter the temperatures outside, Baba.
Yes.
You could be in Tsunami Gori, Lokichogyo, or Hara Desert.
Yes.
Warm up that engine.
Warm it up.
Sharp. For you said 1 minute, Baba. You mentioned how long?
So older cars, 2 to 3 minutes.
I like that.
Then you disappear.
Okay.
And then for the newer generation, roughly about a minute to a minute and a half.
It doesn't matter. Carburetors.
No. It's good practice to avoid wear and tear.
I like that.
Yes.
So now, speaking of wear and tear, and I'm a bit scared for some of these cats because this cat came back bigger and better. And you know what he said? He is so on fire. He said he's never felt this energized in his 36, 37 years on this our planet Earth.
Yes.
Now, without bias, my brother, Formula One testing has been happening in Spain. Viva la España.
Yes, Barcelona.
Yes. How are things looking? And please, remove your Mercedes hat, Baba. Now we're talking to the guru.
So, this is a great reset. New rules means everybody has to start from scratch from a design perspective.
Sharp.
And the new vehicles are actually using a concept called ground effect that was last seen 40 years ago.
Wow. It was there 40 years ago.
Yes. So instead of using fins and front nose to create downforce,
yes,
it's using a suction method, just like a hovercraft.
Right.
Assume it's a road hovercraft. So the faster the airflow goes under the floor, the more downforce it generates. And something interesting we saw during testing was something called porpoising.
What is that, bro?
You know a porpoise?
Yes.
It looks like a dolphin.
Yes.
So how does it move in the water? It goes up and down like this. So there's that effect in the car at certain speed when it's called equalizing temperature or pressure where there's airflow. So the vehicle goes like this. It bounces. So the faster you go, if you go faster, it might just reduce, or if you go just below it's like a threshold, then it begins to porpoise. So that is the big problem all the teams were facing. Some were innovative enough, like Ferrari. They cut holes on the floor so that the air that is being cushioned, it can go away and vehicle remain flat.
Yes.
So testing was fantastic. We saw quite a number of big teams. Some of the midfield and lower midfield teams look very strong at the moment. We saw Toro Rosso putting up a good show. We've seen McLaren gunning to be among the top 3. We saw a resurgent Ferrari and they look very, very promising.
By the way, right?
Yes, their car is very stable on the road. And of course, we also had a chance to see Nikita and team Haas. They're still there. And Williams looks very good. The Williams looks very good, very competitive. But we know the big boys. That's where everybody wants to be. It's between Mercedes and Red Bull. Nobody is throwing anything at the moment. In fact, people are saying they're sandbagging.
Yes.
Many. So we saw through the test of 3 days. In the end, Lewis was the fastest on the lot. And everyone's like, don't look at the figures. But that will just clearly show you that whatever they correlated in the factory, in the design phase, now into the car, they can tell that this is where our vehicle has shortcomings and they have 2 weeks to sort it out. Because the next test is in about 7 days.
So they're going into the badlands of Arab land, no?
Hot.
Good.
Very hot. Humid. Bahrain is by the sea.
Yes.
So definitely it's going to be a big challenge for the teams.
Yes.
Because it's basically called hot weather testing. How will the tires survive? Because these are new tires, 18-inch Pirellis. That's another question. Number 3, straight line speed. Now they've noted that many drivers say that the cars are faster than you can literally follow by, but there's a gap. If you're closer by a second or so, even closer, you'll be able to follow very closely, but makes overtaking a bit difficult.
So because I saw that the DRS effect. Yeah?
Yes.
Now, once again, without being biased.
Yes.
Because I heard Aston Martin music.
Yes.
Also looking good up there.
Yes.
2 weeks from this week, that's Sunday.
Yes.
We're off to the races, brother.
Man, I cannot wait. I can't wait. We're going to Bahrain, and after the anticlimax of the season, as you know, I'm very biased to a particular team.
Yes.
The great reset will show the amount of work each team had, and there's even talk that one team that won the drivers' championship did not overspend their money.
Yes.
Yes. So this year is going to be interesting.
So let me ask you, bro.
Yes.
Race number 1, because also there's a lot of cloak and dagger, right?
Yes.
Who do you see on that Sunday coming out? You haven't finished the testing. No, I can't do that to you, bro.
Yes.
We pick it up next week.
Pick it up next week.
It's all about CBBT, cars with Big Boy Trev. And listen, Kinasali. No, he's taken. Calm down. Baba, peace.
Cheers, bro.